The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com present Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Basketball. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Railer basketball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Me Realty, locally owned and operated. Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Blades Nail and Hair Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skincare, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Basketball.
For the Railers, and also Keon Carson checking in for Gates. So good minutes from some of the subs coming off the bench for the Railers. Just haven't been able to score. Can't find the bottom of the net.
Yeah, it's been 11-5 for a while.
Yeah.
And they're going to get Biven as Spower, a little out of control anyway. Might have tripped over his own feet, but they're going to give Biven the foul. Hardest working man in Logan County over there pushing buttons, trying to get the camera going. Is YouTube up and going? YouTube is up and going. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Railers up 11-5, which sound like a broken record. It's been that way for a while.
Yeah, hasn't been a whole lot of scoring. Railer defense has been good.
Yeah.
Charleston getting in some bad spots, but Railers just can't put the ball in the bottom of the hole.
Carson will reset the offense. Biven on the wing.
There we
Feeds
go.
it down low to Cook. Cook goes right now, left, up and under. Count the bucket. And Cook will go to the line.
I think we can do more of that, Scott. I think we can put him on the block, especially when they're guys that are smaller, obviously, than Cook. But I think you've got to get some easier baskets for him and make him. Not only was he draw the foul there or make the basket, but he draws a foul on a defender. So I think we've got to look to get Cookie the ball more around the hoop, around that post up area.
Yeah, I think they have been. They just haven't been doing it. 13-5 Railers. Cook missed his free throw. Trojans with the basketball. So number 1 is checked in for the Trojans. That's Cam Dunklin, a 6-foot senior. And the Railers with the takeaway. 13-5 Railers, 5:05 to go in the first half. Keon Carson walks across the timeline. Gives it over to Biven on the left wing.
Hey, try the same play. Get it right back to him. There it is.
There he is. Got to get to him earlier. Cook up and good. A lot of contact, no foul. Good job by Cook. Finish strong.
Yeah, I like the play there too. A little cross screen as the ball's getting moved around the perimeter. Cross screen underneath, and Cook comes to that block as ball side, catches it, and goes up strong for 2. So, Coach again back to the well to get Cookie some easy baskets on the block.
15-5, Railers' biggest lead of the night, and the Trojans need another timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Chase Lowry, Edward Jones Financial. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Lincoln Railer basketball on WLCN. Call financial advisor Chase Lowry at 217-732-7524 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Let's go Railers.
Town & Country Bank is a proud proud sponsor of Lincoln Railer basketball. At Town & Country Bank, our mission is to help empower the financial well-being of our communities, one person at a time. Also, Headline Salon, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, where your hair makes a statement. Call Brett, Allie, the barber, or Jasmine, the massage therapist, at 217-651-8310. Also, we got some video that we're going to get up going here. We got some sponsors for the video, and Lloyd has worked his tail off to get that. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call Brad, 217-314-9654.
Raiders with the 10-point lead, 4:20 to go in the first half. Trojans with the basketball. Bonstetter with it up top, hounded by Carson and Biven. Biven guarding Oakley. Now Carson will pop out on Bonstetter. They'll work it to the left. Now Applegate kicks it to Bonstetter. Nothing there.
Uh-oh.
Dunklin. Oh, there's a turn away.
Follow it.
Carson. He's got following Biven, and Biven puts it up and good.
Yeah, good hustle by Keon. Love the unselfish play by the point guard, too. Keon tracks it down, and then Biven runs the floor for an easy layup.
17-5, Raiders up by 12. Trojans with the basketball. Applegate now out to Bonstetter. Over to Dunklin. Now they'll work it back to the right to Oakley. Caleb Oakley. He'll spin right now, go back to the right. Try to get it underneath the number 20. He misses it badly, and Schilling comes down with the rebound.
Yeah, and he missed it badly because Cook came over and contested it. He was going to get ready to throw that thing against the wall, and Cook was able to adjust that shot.
Work it down low to Biven. Biven goes
Nice
left,
move.
now right. Left a little short.
Good move.
Oakley with the rebound.
Yeah, good move by Jake, and that was a play we don't normally see from Coach Alexander. They kind of flashed Cookie out to the top of the key and then had Biven post up, and looked like Jake had practiced that move before, just couldn't make it.
Unforced turnover on the Trojans. Going to go back to the Railers. 17-5 is your score with 2:55 to go in the first half.
Yeah, backdoor Railers, and a nice pass there by Keon right to Tyler Saucy, who cut back door, and Saucy gets on the in the scoring column here tonight.
19-5. Oakley. Now to King, up top to Bonstetter.
But for Charleston, it just seems like for them, there's a Railer every time they catch it. There's somebody in his face.
Caleb Oakley to Bonstetter. Now back over to Oakley. Down in the corner to King. Now that's Spower. 3 on the way from Applegate. No good. Fought for underneath. Cook tracks it down and gets it to Carson with 2:12 on the clock. Railers by 14. Schilling in the corner. Now up top to Saucy. They'll work it to the left with Biven. Now Carson. Carson will pull it back up top, and the Railers set up their offense. Saucy kicks out on the wing, gets the ball. Now to Cook on the elbow, and King tried to go through Cook to get the ball, but he's going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, just 3 team fouls on Charleston, 1 on the Railers.
Foul number 20, and this is second. Foul number 3.
Schilling, lob past Cook in the middle, spins up and good. Nice move by Cook as they pushed him out of the lane, but somehow he was still able to get to go.
Just throw it up as high as you can and let the tall guy go get it, and he did. And then, as you said, he got pushed, but was able to contort his body a little bit and put a little English on the shot and made it.
Spower tries to get into the lane, and he's going to be fouled by Cook. I say he was shooting. I don't know if that was much of a shot, but he's going to get 2 free throws.
His first personal foul, team second. And we'll run a score at the free throw line for the Trojans.
Free throw up and no good by Spower.
Josh Sipes returns.
Sipes checks in for Applegate.
He replaces Tyler Oakley.
I'm sorry, that's Tyler Oakley. Free throw up and good by, or not good by Spower.
Nice rebound there by Saucy. Got up, did a good job of boxing out, and then got the outlet pass out to Keon quickly.
Railers with the basketball, up 21-5. 1:20 to go in the first half. Carson, Schilling for a three. Ooh, airballed it off of Cook. It's going to go to the Trojans. A little too strong there by Schilling.
Yeah.
Kind of misjudged it.
Sometimes it looks too.
Muscled
I think as we run the offense and guys, we run it for 30 seconds or 25. We tend to get a little shoot happy. You know what I mean? I mean, not a shot that's in rhythm or a shot that they can convert. But you also got to remember that
blocked by Cook, and we're going to have a jump ball.
Here coming in a couple weeks, we're going to be under the shot clock.
Yeah.
So guys kind of have to start to learn a little bit of that and work on it. We kind of talked with Coach about that in the postgame the other night. Didn't really say that he was going to put too much emphasis on the shot clock or training for it anyway.
Well, you got to think that they've addressed it to the kids, and maybe this is one of those games where you can get out, run, and gun and get a shot up early. And I'm not saying that's what they've been working on, but it'd be a good opportunity for that to happen.
Well, and I think Coach has probably got to reevaluate his thinking as well too. You know, you can only run so much weave until you get into some sort of a set.
Yeah.
It's not 15 seconds and you got 20 to work with on a set play. You better get into it a little quicker.
Second free throw from King is good. 21-6, under a minute to go here in the first half. Raiders with the basketball. Schilling on the wing. Cook pops out. Now they'll give to Carson. Carson goes left. Feeds it into Saucy. Good pass by Carson as Saucy snuck in there for the easy bucket.
Two nice assists by Keon so far here in this game. Very unselfish. He's done a good job of getting the guy that's going to score, passing the ball to him in the right spot.
Three by Oakley. Left it way short. Ouch. And the Railers will have the ball. 23-6. Carson with it. The Railers will hold for one. Biven now to Carson up top. Saucy sets up in the corner. Now goes to the elbow. Down to 10. Biven. Cook for a three up top. Left it off the rim. No good. Spower for the rebound. Desperation shot. No good from Sipes, and that's going to do it for the first half. At the end of two, it's the Railers 23, the Trojans 6. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the Grout Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic halftime show here on WLCN 96.3 FM, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Oh, no, you're fine.
23-6 over the Trojans from Charleston, Illinois. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show. Josh Komnick, Scott Kirby, and Lloyd Kirby found a way to bring you the visual after a little mishap on the machinery. But we're up and going now here, and hopefully have up and going for the rest of the game here. Go through the scoring here, Scott. First for Charleston, unfortunately for them as much. There's not been a whole lot of it. They got a first. They were up 3-0 to start the game on a three-pointer from Will Applegate. He's got 3. 2 points from Tyler Oakley, and Langdon King has 1. The Trojans with 6 here at halftime. The Railers tonight were led by Peyton Cook, their leading scorer on the season. Cook with 8 points tonight. Jake Biven, Tyler Saucy, and Keon Carson all with 4. A Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer by Trey Schilling, the only one for the Railers here tonight so far. He's got 3, and Aiden Gowan with 2. Again, the Railers lead 23-6 here at halftime. We send it back to the studios for a couple-minute break. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider. Listening to Lincoln Railer basketball. What's wrong with the webcast, man? Get up 23-6 here at half. Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show. Not a whole lot going on for the Trojans, Scott. The Railer defense has been good. A little popping going on here in our headphones.
I mean, we got the little gremlins here.
What more could we ask for?
Yeah, but before we get back to the game, we got a little halftime show going on here.
Yeah.
Tell me you showed your daughter all those moves.
I did. Yeah, I did before the game tonight. We
a little practice?
Stretched out, practice, yeah.
Well, she did a fantastic job.
Good thing I didn't have to do cartwheels, or she didn't have to do cartwheels because she wasn't going to get the training from me. But, yeah, she enjoys the cheerleading, gymnastic sports.
Yeah?
A lot, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good for Dad to have her out in the garage working on moves.
That's right.
So, yeah.
23-6 here. Railers up at half. And everything going okay for the Railers. You know, it's one of those games where the defense looks really good.
You got
or lack of offense from Charleston.
Well, Charleston's got to be, pretty pleased only being down 23-6. The Railers had some open looks, just haven't been able to knock anything down. So probably see this lead extend pretty quick second half.
Yeah, there's a good chance, and see how much Coach Alexander wants to extend these guys. Another game tomorrow night, as we talked in the pregame. The Railers are at Jacksonville tomorrow night for a 6:30 start, a 5 o'clock JV sophomore team start for the Railers. So, of course, we'll be over in Jacksonville bringing you that contest. We're going to send it back to the studio for one more break here before the third quarter. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball.
WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com present Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Basketball. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Railer basketball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Me Realty, locally owned and operated. Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Blades Nail and Hair Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skincare, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School.
They've got a guy that can kind of hurt you in the middle. Obviously spells trouble for the Railers, and you don't want to get in a habit where you're allowing a ball to go to the middle a lot. But other than that, man, I think defensively it's been fine. It's the offense. We've got to find some open looks and start to step up and hit them.
Cook for a three, left it a little too long off the side of the rim, no good. Charleston with the rebound. Oakley over to Bonstetter. Now to Oakley. I don't know if Applegate's hurt or what, Josh, but we haven't really seen much of him.
No.
After that first three. He's on the bench right now with his warm-up. So maybe
looked like Tyler got smoked in the back there going up for a rebound. But yeah, I saw him holding his hip when he was guarding Biven, I think, at one point, and looked like he was in a lot of pain. So I don't know if they're going to try to put him back in or not.
Charleston to inbound, get it all the way across the half court to Oakley, guarded by Carson. Now Bonstetter, they better hurry up. Railers all over the Trojans, and it's a bailout call there. They're going to get Railers with a foul.
Yeah, they almost had the 10-second violation coming from the other end of the court, throwing it to the other end just to get the ball in bounds underneath their basket. So the Railer defense still swarming all over.
Bonstetter over to Oakley, now to Bonstetter, guarded by Biven. Now Schilling. Now Spower. They'll work it back up top.
I think the old Eastern Illinois football coach used to be Spower, wasn't it? You ever hear that? Heard that name?
No. Trojans still trying to figure out the defense from the Railers. They're working around up top between Bonstetter and Oakley.
Yeah, they would struggle with the shot clock at this point.
Yeah, they would buzzer to be going off. Now Bonstetter, guarded by Schilling, over to Oakley. He'll go right. Now to Spower. Try to work it down low to King. Cook taps it out of there. Railers look to push. Schilling up and good. And I tell you, Schilling snuck in there. Nobody saw him. And that's the easiest bucket Schilling's going to see probably in his basketball career.
25-6. The Railers tip away by Cook, but couldn't corral it. And boy, the Trojans have zero interest in going to try to score right now.
Yeah, they still trying to figure out that defense and didn't get back offense, and Schilling's eyes just lit up. He knew he was wide open for that easy bucket. 25-6 Railers, 5:45 to go here in the third period. Oakley dribbles in, nothing there. He'll spin back out, hand to his brother. Now they'll kick it out to Bonstatter. He's going to throw up a three in and out. Cook with the rebound.
Yeah, let's push the basketball. See if he can make a good decision here. Good push there by Keon. Schilling back to him. Cook
dribbles in, pulls up for a jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound to Spower for the Trojans. 25-6 Railers. 5:14 to go in the third. Oakley out to Spower, over to Bonstetter. Now in the corner. Now they'll work it down low to King. Fought for underneath, out of bounds, off of the Trojans. Going to go to the Railers.
Former EIU Panther confirms that I am wrong on the football coach.
A little dish in to Carson for the easy bucket. Good pass from Saucy. It's usually the other way around.
Yeah,
Carson feeding that down to
back screen for Keon and got a ball on the block. And as you said, the tallest guy on the court to the smallest guy on the court, and
we'll take it.
Keon got himself a layup.
Railers working it all now. 27-6. Trojans looking to get on the board in the second half.
I don't know if they got on the board in the second quarter either.
King up and no good. Fought for underneath, and Biven comes out of there with it, kicks it over to Carson. Now Carson will take up on the right side. Up and good from Carson, just goes coast to coast for the easy layup.
Yeah, when he gets ahead of steam going, it's a blur, and if you don't try to get in front of him, he's got the ability to get it, and they didn't have any help coming over, so Keon just took it on in himself.
Oakley for a three in the corner, airballed it. He's going to hear it for a little bit from the student section.
Keon might do it again, though.
Now the Railers with the basketball up by 23. Biven on the wing. He'll go right, give it to Saucy in the corner.
Good job by Jake.
No good. Biven with the rebound. Hands off to Schilling. He's going to go up and get fouled.
Biven with another offensive rebound, just hanging around the hoop, and goes up strong, shovels it off to Schilling. Schilling gets bumped before he gets to the basket.
Yeah, they said he wasn't in the act of shooting, so
Nelson,
he will not get 2 free throws.
Gowan and Hayes check in for Schilling, Saucy, and Biven. Kind of a rotation coaches used here in the last couple games. 3 in, 3 out, and it's been those guys.
Works it in to Cook. To the left, to the right, and good for Cook.
Yeah, nice pass. Love the entry pass. A lot of times our guys, as of late especially, entry pass with a chest pass or over the head. That time was a nice bounce pass into Cook, who could catch it easily and then made a nice spin move to the hoop.
31-6, Railers. Trojans with the basketball. Spower over to Bonstetter. Now back to Spower up top. In the corner to King. Trying to work it down low to Oakley. They do. Now they'll kick it back up top to Bonstetter. He loses it. Keon up and good.
Quick, yeah. They kind of went really lazy after the ball, and Keon's not going to go lazy after it. He got it before the Trojan can get it, and the Railers on a big run here, 33-6 now.
Trojans need a timeout. We'll take 30 as well. 33-6, 3:01 to go here in the third.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
Alzheimer's, it was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
33-6, 3:01 to go in the third. Railers with the lead. Trojans with the basketball. Komnick working up an appetite. Had to go steal his kids' popcorn.
Well, it's going to go to waste if it doesn't. So
tapped out of there. Nelson up to Gowan up and good. So more defense turns into offense for the Railers, and it's 35-6.
Yeah, good tip away there and good unselfish play by the Railers. When we've gotten tip aways, we've looked for that guy that's been a little closer to the basket and can score a little easier.
King to Oakley. Oakley dribbles in, nothing there. And yeah, they're going to get somebody on the foul there. Probably Gowan, I'm going to guess. Yep. Gowan picks up the foul. That's his first.
Well, more importantly, it's to get to that 3-0 number by the time we hit the fourth quarter.
It might be 4-0 number. Spower with it, guarded by Gowan. Now up top to Oakley. Feed it into King. Nice little push by Cook. No call. Let him play.
That's right.
Bonstetter up top. Now over to Spower. Working inside to King.
You know, I think that's where one area of concern is going to be for Coach. I think they've gotten the ball right there too much. And when you play a team like a Mount Zion or coming up in Collinsville where you're going to see possibly Belleville East, who I think is really good. Collinsville is really good. Obviously, Quincy will be there, and they're a talented team in 4A. So I think that's a cause for concern is just the Trojans able to get it in the middle a little too easily.
Student section giving a little cheer for the Trojans.
Yeah,
They're finally on the scoreboard in the second quarter. 35-8 Railers with the basketball. Nelson up top with it. He's going to take a deep three. Rolled it around and good for Chris Coyne. State Farm three-pointer.
Yeah, only the second one of the night. Nelson and the first one was Schilling, and now Nelson steps up from about 21 feet and knocks it down from straight on. So as we talked about in the pregame, we've got to get our shooters to become more consistent from the perimeter to help us score.
38-8 Railers. Josh is doing a little jig right now. He got that 30-point deficit there.
Miss it. Yes.
Cook with the rebound.
Now let's hold it.
Carson. Now the Railers. Nelson, he'll go right. Give it to Gowan. 1:23 on the clock. Cook finds a lane. Up and went up strong. Got hammered. He'll get 2 free throws.
Yeah, got hammered and thought he was going to try and go up and hammer it home, but got up in the air kind of and got bodied a little bit, so it threw him off balance. But Cook, a good free throw shooter. He'll step to the line. Only man in double digits for the Railers tonight is Cook. He's got 10.
Cook's free throw up and good. He's got 11. The Railers got 39.
Well, this will help our defensive average against Scott. What was
should help it 30?
Yeah, 30. Our average is 30 right now.
I say it should help it tremendously.
Yeah, and right now 8. We're giving up. Score was 61-28, so we gave up 28 on Tuesday night.
40-8 Railers. 1:12 to go in the third. Trojans with the basketball. That's Oakley up top to Spower. Back to Oakley to Spower up top. And he'll go right to Sipes. Now Buck up top. They'll work it to the left. Dunklin into the game for the Trojans. Now they'll work it back up top. Feed it down low to Oakley. Nothing there. And they'll turn it over. Hayes tracks it down. 45 seconds to go here in the third. Gowan for a 3 in the corner. Nothing but net for Gowan, and it's a Chris Coyne State Farm 3-point.
Yeah, I'd love to see Hayes too. Just bring it up. You know, he's capable of doing it. So many times we get robotic and make sure that the point guard has to bring the ball up. No, they don't have to bring the ball up. Hayes brought it up, found Gowan in the corner. Gowan had his feet set,
tapped out.
Knocked the 3 down, and you don't have to have the point guard bring it up all the time. We never get any transition through it because we're always looking for the point guard.
Gowan for another 3 in the corner. That's his spot, and it's another Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer. Spower throws up a 3. Ooh, look good. Too long, airballed it, and at the end of 3. It's the Railers 46, the Trojans 8. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have fourth quarter action. It'll be a quick fourth quarter here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium as we have subs. We have subs, Josh.
We have a 30-point lead going into the fourth quarter, which means running clock time.
Running clock time and some well-deserved time for these youngsters that haven't seen a whole lot of the court. Looks like we have Horn out there, Stevens, Meager.
Smith there with the steal.
Kingsley and Smith, and we're going to get a double dribble on Smith.
Yeah, so a lot of the sophomores out there besides Meager and Kingsley. Again, the sophomores were big victors tonight, 45-8. Kingsley with a steal. Put it in, Gage. Nice pass.
Smith up and couldn't get it to go. Good pass by Kingsley, just couldn't get the shot to fall. Smith. Now Trojans with the basketball. There's a 3 by Bonstetter. Trojans don't look like they have a whole lot of options off the bench, Josh, so you're probably going to see a lot of their
they were
starters out there.
A lot of them are
Kingsley rejected
sophomores.
by Bonstetter.
I noticed a couple of twins over there. It looks like they played on the sophomore game, so they played a whole game there, and then coach is probably going to call on them. Don't know what their schedule is like for tomorrow, but they haven't played a whole lot of games like we talked about earlier. They weren't in a Thanksgiving tournament. Coming into tonight's game with a record of 1-2 on the season.
Kingsley misses his first free throw. He'll get another try. Up and no good. Rebound comes down to Smith, tapped out of there. Fought for on the ground. Kingsley dives for it, couldn't get it. It's going to be out of bounds off the Railers. Trojan basketball. 46-11 Railers. Back in action tomorrow night as we travel to Jacksonville to play in the bowl.
Yeah, bad place to shoot. Cool atmosphere.
Working down low to Dink.
Or maybe it was just me, I don't know, but.
Yeah, might have been just you.
Probably was.
Dunklin with it, gets it up top to Bonstetter. Now Oakley, he'll go left, feed it down to Dunklin, cut off there by Horn. Now kick it out to Bonstetter. He'll throw up another 3, no good. Rebound Stevens. Steven kicks it out to Kingsley. Kingsley pushes right. Now to Meager, back up top to Stevens, to Horn, to Smith, in the corner to Kingsley. Now they'll work it back to the right with Stevens and Meager. 46-11 Railers, all Railers tonight. There's a 3 by Meager, left a little too long. Rebound comes down to Oakley for the Trojans. Oakley up top, feeds it down to Sipes, no good. Rebound Dunklin, kick it out to Oakley, Caleb Oakley. It's tapped out of there by Horn as they tried to feed Tyler Oakley. Now the Railers with the basketball. Meager dribbles, now kicks it out. There's a three on the way by Horn off the rim, no good. Foul for underneath, and the Trojans get the rebound. Dunklin pushes right, now gives it to Oakley. Up top.
Looks like Brady Miller getting ready to check in for the Railers here. Probably going to give Kingsley a breather. Clock continues to run here. The Railers up 46-11. Frank Sanders, 6'5" sophomore off the bench, getting ready to check in.
And number 5 into the ball game, Mr. Komnick. Carson Komnick.
Here's a point where I didn't want to have to do is curse and scream on the radio when your kid's playing.
Carson Komnick with a K.
Told him I was going to give it up before he got out there, but
well,
Lloyd didn't let me this year.
You might as well. If you're going to be at the games, you might as well call him.
Right, and it saves admission fee too.
Absolutely, see?
$5 every game. Get you.
King turnaround jumper, no good. Meager flies in for the rebound, pushes left. Gives it to Carson Komnick in the corner, now to Stevens. Stevens dribbles in, kicks it out to Sanders. Now Meager for a three from the wing. Off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Spower for the Trojans. Tapped out there by Komnick, out of bounds. Going to stay with the Trojans. They'll inbound on their own baseline. Clock running down to 2:50. It's the Railers 46, Trojans 11.
An official one time told me always look for games like this. 40 running clocks. It just gets over quicker and you get same amount of money. So if you ever become an official, you want to look for teams.
Or a broadcaster.
Oh, correct. Yes.
Meager for a three up top. Rolls in and out, no good. 3/4 of the way down, spins out, no good. Out of bounds. Going to go to the Trojans.
Railer Nation starting to file out of here as it's going to be in the books here. 46-11 so far.
Trojans with the basketball. That's Oakley. He'll try to get by Komnick. Komnick cuts him off. Feed it down low to number 20. That's King. He'll be fouled. No shot.
For the shot, Frank Sanders. The Railers, 6-team foul, I believe. 5 team fouls for the Railers. Minute 40 and counting.
Feed it into King, and that's all ball. They're going to get Stevens with the foul.
Not sure why I don't think he's shooting, but
takes up more time. (46-11). Clock is running. Oakley, three-pointer, corner, airballed it. Dunklin there for the rebound, no good. King for the putback. That's Sipes for the putback. He'll be fouled. Count the bucket and the foul.
Again, the Railers on the road tomorrow in Jacksonville.
Free throw in and out, no good. Rebound by King. To a trailing Oakley. Swatted out of there by Stevens. Kingsley comes up with it. He'll go to the left. Kick it out to Stevens, and there's going to be a foul on the play.
Stevens volleyball spiked that thing.
It's been all Railers tonight, Josh. That's what you like to see. A little cold spell there for a while, stolen by Oakley. Up and good. Kingsley in to Stevens. 15 on the clock. And the Railers come away with a big victory here tonight. All Railers tonight here at Roy S. Anderson. Your final, the Lincoln Rail Splitters 46. The Charleston Trojans 15. We'll take a break. We come back, we'll have the post-game show here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Welcome back, Railer Nation, here from a happy Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium at Coach Neil Alexander Court, where the Railers are victorious tonight, 46-15, improving their record to 6-1 on the season and 3-1 in the Apollo Conference, while Charleston drops to 1-3 on the season, and they're 1-3 in the Apollo. And Scott, really the Railers did, I guess I kind of think what they thought they should do coming into tonight's game. It looked in previous games that Charleston had struggled to score this season so far, and again they didn't have a lot of good looks. The Railers were pretty good defensively. Really did a good job of rebounding, limiting looks. And, Charleston just didn't have a lot of weapons.
Yeah, and, thank goodness for our defense. Offense struggled at times, but when you have a defense that can create some offense, that's going to help you out a lot. And tonight, that's what got the Railers through it.
Again, the Railers win it here 46-15. We'll be on the road tomorrow as the Railers travel to Jacksonville to take on the Crimsons. Again, that's a little bit of an earlier start, 5 o'clock for the sophomores and 6:30 for the varsity. Of course, we'll have all the action here for you at WLCN 96.3 and WLCNonline.com. YouTube station will be up and going again, so we'll have all the action. We're going to take a break. Hopefully Coach Alexander will join us in a couple minutes. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime or post-game show. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Welcome back to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium as the Railers come away with the big victory over the Charleston Trojans, 46-15. Joining us now is Coach Neil Alexander. Coach, you got to be pretty pleased with the defense tonight. Helped out your defensive average. Struggle a little bit on offense, but when defense creates offense, you know, that kind of helps you out and gets you going.
Yeah, the defense was really good. They had a hard time finding shots, and you know, our kids, when they want to move and move while the ball's in the air and alert on the backside and things, those are things that should happen. And they really struggled finding a shot, a good look. And, you know, they scored 15 points, but we gave them a couple easy ones there in the fourth quarter. So very, very pleased with our effort. And it just kind of carried over. And I think our guys are starting to see what defense will do for you after Tuesday night. I thought we were very active Tuesday night.
Carson with another good game, running the point on that defense. He started off the game with a defensive steal and a bucket, and he just keeps improving game in and game out, Coach. And you like to see him being unselfish, getting to the lane and dishing off to the guys down low.
Yeah, we're hoping that he can, create for us. And I guess if I said anything about our shooting or our game tonight, our shooting is. I told them at half, you just gotta. They're all worried that if they don't make shots, they're not going to play. Well, the thing is if you don't defend, you're not going to play.
Right.
And hopefully I tried to get them to relax a little bit and take the shots. And Aiden came in and hit a couple in the corner there. And we made a little run there in the third quarter, but we made, 2 or 3 threes. And that really helps you.
Yeah, it loosens you up, and it looks like at times they were kind of forcing the issue, maybe a little anxious, trying to get in that offense, but started hitting some shots, loosened up, and before you know it, that lead from halftime extended pretty quick.
Yeah, and got the ball down to Cook a few times, Coach, down on the block, and you saw a little bit different where he's gotten a little bit stronger, made some nice footwork moves, and was able to get to the hoop.
Yeah, Coach E's done a nice job. He works with the post players, and his footwork's getting better, and we just need him to be consistent on some of the things that we're doing. We're wanting him to post deep as he can get people back underneath the bucket. And then there's a timing with the passer. You know, if he's getting it deep, he wants to be at the top of the key to feed him. But you know, sometimes he gets it up on just below the free throw line, and the top of the key becomes the volleyball court line, and it makes it a little bit tougher and tougher on his moves. So we'll continue to work with it, and you know, it's interesting because some of the things we're doing is definitely for a shot clock, you know, where we can come down and look to get and pick up some quicker and easier baskets.
And now we talked a little bit about that on air, Coach, how we didn't know if you were preparing for it or not, but it seemed like they were getting into their offensive set a little quicker and going instead of running that clock.
Yeah, you know, and I sat on the bench and I said, you know, Charleston needs a shot clock. They just kept passing, and then they turn it over. I mean, we had a couple possessions where it was a long time. We guarded, and we forced a turnover, which that's a credit to our kids. I mean, they played hard for the whole possession and had a good result from it. So hopefully they'll see that, and hopefully, you know, with the 35-second clock, I'm really anxious to see what kind of effect it'll have on our game and our system.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It could be fun. Well, Coach, a big win tonight. On the road tomorrow to Jacksonville. I know we've seen them in the past. Always give us a good game over at the Bowl. What can you tell us about the Crimson?
Well, they've got 3 or 4 kids that like to score and going to force, and they're going to play. And you know, J.R. Dugan, who was a coach back when we were in the Central State 8, and went and left and went over to college and coached a little bit, and then he was come back. And you know, they in the past have used the ball press. They've used the matchup. So I think you can see a little bit of everything. I think from the tapes that we saw this week, the possibility of some run and jump, some man-to-man. And I think they played MacArthur tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out, because MacArthur's a very good basketball team.
Josh, you got something?
That's it.
You're not going to contribute?
Nope.
Just here for
we're
the ride,
ready to head home and get over to Jacksonville. Full day of basketball again tomorrow, which next week, though, Coach, we're off. But until Saturday, I think they're just
We don't play till next Saturday, but that's a 1 o'clock JV starting time.
That's Effingham.
That's at Effingham.
It's here.
Oh, here. Nice.
Here, yeah,
we've got a 1 o'clock, and hopefully people still want to come out and watch it, and then they'll have their evenings, Friday or Saturday evening, to go out for lunch. But, you know, come out and, again, hopefully the afternoon game will, because people are starting to do that more and more, and one of the reasons is it gives us another time slot for officials.
Yeah.
You know, that they can come and work and then go somewhere else and work another game.
I don't know why you want to do that, but
too much activity for you.
No kidding. All right, Coach, that's going to do it for us here tonight here in Lincoln. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow at 6:30 as the Railers travel to Jacksonville to take on the Crimson. Our broadcast will begin with pregame show starting at 6 o'clock. For station manager Jim Ash, studio producer director Joe Lee, Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby, and Scott Kirby here. Once again, the final score, Lincoln 46, Charleston 15. The Railers now stand at 6-1. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast and would like to thank our listeners for listening and our sponsors for sponsoring. This has been a production of WLCN Sports 96.3 FM. We ask you to patronize our sponsors and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Lincoln Railer basketball. From Lincoln, Illinois, good evening, everyone. It's time to send you back to the studio for the Classic Rock Experience on the Nighttime Fix 96.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.